and good morning from Praha, hlavní nádraži here in Prague in the Czech Republic. It's just gone 7:15 and I'm on the 0738 RegioJet train this morning. Today I'm going to be travelling with them on relaxed class over to poprad-tatry. The train goes all the way through to Kozice, but I'll be dropping off a couple of stops early. Nevertheless, it's still a 7.5 hour journey and I'm really looking forward to it. I think I've heard that RegioJet look after their passengers very well, so yeah, let's see how this one goes. I didn't have a long walk to get to the station in the morning because my hotel was just across the park from the front door. If you've seen any of my videos in the past, you know that I've spent quite some time here at this station, so I won't be giving you the full chapter and verse on Praha hlavní nádraži, but there is one thing you've got to do every time you come. So it's up the escalator to the original entrance hall. Isn't it wonderful? If you're anything like me though, hanging around early in the morning at large stations is just great. It's that feeling of anticipation of a day's travel. And Prague really is quite a beauty. Oh, that's my train over there. As we now have a platform on the departure board, let's just pause for a moment and have a look at our route for today. I should probably start with an apology to any native speakers. This is the best I can manage for the names of the stations. We're leaving Prague hlavní nádraži in an easterly direction. The first stop will be Pardubice, and then we'll be cutting through the hills at Česká Třebová, Zabrze na Moravě, Olomouc, Hranice na Moravě, and then 3 quick stops at Ostrava at Svinov, hlavní nádraži and Stodolny, then out towards the Polish border, towards Havířov, and right on the Polish border at Český Těšín, then Třinec, and then into Slovakia at last at Čadka, Žilina, Vrútky, Ružomberok, Liptovský Mikuláš, Struba, and our final stop, for me at least, into poprad-tatry. It's quite a long run today of 604 kilometres or 375 miles, and we're scheduled to take 7 hours and 12 minutes. Right, let's get up this escalator and get settled in on the train. Pulling the train all the way to Kozice will be this Class 388 Traxx electric locomotive, which was built by Alstom Bombardier between 2020 and 2021. Right, I've shown my ticket to the RegioJet lady and she agrees that I'm in the very front coach. And isn't it great to walk onto a train that's fully booked pretty much? But I needn't worry about finding a seat as I have booked this forward-facing single seat for the whole journey. Hopefully these seats will prove as comfortable as they look. And that's a good sign, we've got off on time. Our top speed today will be 160 kilometers per hour, but we'll very rarely hit that speed. Many trains do stop at Kolín, but we're blasting straight through. What a beautiful sunrise it is, framed by the Chvaletice power plant. As a slightly unusual breakfast, I've enjoyed a lovely pot of red lentil soup and another free coffee. It was extremely good. Our first stop of the day is Pardubice. Pardubice is a major junction and I've passed this way many times before, and I do like the air traffic control style signal box. Hosenia marks the point where we pick up the Ticha Ulica and the line gets even more scenic. A lot of this journey all the way to Poprad will involve running along river valleys, so I'm really looking forward to sharing the line with lots of beautiful rivers. Česká Trebová is a major railway hub with repair and maintenance facilities with not one but two lovely roundhouses and also an extensive train graveyard. And now we have a new river to make friends with for a while. I know we've been on this route before on this channel, but I think it bears repeating, especially on such a beautiful frosty morning. And we're now 2 hours into our journey, and as we enter Zabrze na Moravě, we're still spot on schedule. Well done, RegioJet. And things flatten out now for the sprint across the plains to Olomouc. Olomouc is the historical capital city of Moravia and is now the 6th largest city in the Czech Republic. I've got a couple of videos that depart from or terminate at Olomouc on the channel, so have a look at the Czech playlist if you want to see some more of Olomouc. The viaduct at Hranice is in fact 3 viaducts. They are 430 metres long and the oldest one being built between 1844 and 1846. Right, we've been sat down long enough, let's have a wander. Well, up front our Traxx locomotive continues to pull us along on time, so let's pop in the toilet. Well, there's a nice little flower thing and plenty of tissues and a shaver plug, which I didn't try. And there's also a nice manual lock, and they've even had a good try at removing some of the graffiti. The toilet itself is clean and there's loo paper and soap and water. All in all, a pretty decent toilet. Walking past my relaxed seat, we pass the business class compartments, which are all currently occupied. The next coach is made up of standard compartments, and it's nice to see the trains so busy. And at the end of the coach are child-friendly compartments, which I didn't film, and the staff servery. And then we're back in a coach just like mine, with half business class compartments and half relaxed class. I don't actually like being in the compartments, so I'm quite happy in relax. There was also further lower class coaches, but they were all jammed full and very difficult to record in. Once we were in Slovakia, the train was much more lightly loaded and I should have gone back, but I'm not going to lie, I was so transfixed by the views that I completely forgot at the time. And we arrive at Ostrava hlavní nádraži, where lots of people will alight. Which is no surprise, as Ostrava is the Czech Republic's 3rd largest city. And here we go, into uncharted territory, at least for me. I was in Ostrava in the summer, but that's just as far as I got back then, so I'm really excited to be heading on now into Slovakia. For some reason, Ostrava Stred station has an old 060 tank engine on display. Nice though. Havířov is a very young city, having been established in 1955 in the communist area to be a coal mining centre. Right, before the scenery gets nice again, let's do a quick seat tour. Well, the seat itself has been super comfortable and there's loads of legroom. And there's a seat back pocket where you can find your refreshments menu, and there's a footrest fitted as well. The tray table is large and clean, and yes, you guessed it, sturdy. Oh, and it's got one of these things. I reckon it's possibly a good shape to prop up your phone in, maybe? To the side, I've got a personal bin and a bit of ducting to rest other stuff on. And the window comes with a blind, and attached to the glass luggage rack is an LED reading light. There's a very comfortable and retractable armrest, but no power at this seat as the sockets are in the window dividers and I'm aligned with just the window. So overall, this is a great seat, and it needs to be because we're on an over 7-hour journey. At Český Těšín we are almost into Poland. Indeed, the town is split by the river Olsa, the east bank being in Poland itself, and hence the bilingual station name boards. Right next to Třinek station is the Třinek Iron and Steel Works. There's been steel making here since 1839. As we get closer to Slovakia, it does feel like it's definitely getting snowier again. Hooray! Mosty is the last station in Czechia, or more precisely, the Mosty Halt a little further on. And somewhere round about here we pass into Slovakia. And the moment we get to Chatka, there's the red and white of Slovakian carrier ZSSK. Well, they do seem to have quite an impressive station building here at Chatka. And it's nice to see the Slovakians have some 810 series rail cars too. And we cross the River Var into Žilina past their railway depot. And my lunch has arrived. I went for the sushi, washed down with a large bottle of Pilsner, oh, and another free coffee. All very competitively priced. And we're going to be following the Var and its tributaries for a good while now. The Tatras are looking very lovely in the sunshine. There's huge marshalling yards at Žilina, but that's not surprising for a border town, and also it is the home of a massive Kia car factory. This line is already looking wonderful. On the other side of the train are the high Tatras, but we're also treated with a view of the low Tatras as we snake between the two ranges. And we really aren't going very fast, but hey, who cares with views like this? And we cross the River Var again and immediately plunge through the sheer face on the opposite bank. This really is a very comfortable way to travel. Vrutky is a junction station and we will carry on eastwards, but the line also goes south from here right through the Low Tatras to Banská Bystrica. That ride is also coming up soon on this channel. The hydroelectric power station at Kirpeliani makes for a lovely lake. The Var spins off to the right as we dive into another tunnel. You know, this is fast becoming one of my all-time favourite train rides. The views, the comfort and the customer services are making this a very special journey indeed. Kraljevo sits on the confluence of the Var and the Orava. And while we're enjoying the Slovak scenery, let's consider how much all this cost me. Bought 2 weeks in advance, the ticket cost me 644 Czech koruna, which comes out at £23.90, which I think we can agree for an over 7-hour journey across this wonderful countryside in such a comfortable seat is an absolute bargain. Ružomberok is a lovely station in its pale blue colours with a wonderful nameboard and alpine wood detailing. At Besenyova we do a sweeping S-turn which takes us right around the fun park and its hotel. Yep, the train's really emptied out now. It'd really be a good time to walk through and have a look at the other classes, but boy, you don't want to miss any of this, do you? And there's even a moment to race the traffic on the E50. Not sure we're going to win though. Struba is our final stop before Poprad, although I don't think I really want this ride to end. Struba is the lower terminus of the Tatras rack railway that climbs from here to Strubské Pleso. I shall be riding that tomorrow, so expect a video soon. And after 7 hours and 12 minutes we arrive at Poprad pretty much on time. And there it is, our Traxx has dragged us all the way through the Czech Republic and Slovakia and got me here with no dramas at all. And welcome to poprad-tatry. Here we are in Slovakia. That was an absolutely marvellous run. About 7.5 hours in comfort, lots of nice food and some beautiful countryside. I've travelled through to Ostrava before on that route and it's really beautiful, and then once we carried on past Ostrava into Slovakia it got stunningly beautiful. Really, there was views to be had out of both sides of the train, so I apologise for missing things if they were on the other side, but boy, there was some good stuff on both sides. Yeah, that's something I've been really looking forward to. Ticked off. Tick. And that's great. So now I'm going to check in and go for a little walk around Poprad and scout out the railways that are in this area, and tomorrow more trains, I suppose. So yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video then please give it a like, and please also consider subscribing to the channel as I release a new travel video every Friday. But in the meantime, from here at poprad-tatry, it's a very goodbye and thank you for watching.